Spain is experiencing one of the most intense rainstorms in recent years, with the southeastern peninsula plunged into chaos as torrential downpours turn streets into raging rivers. For the past 4 days, the fury of nature has battered regions such as the Valencian Community, Catalonia, and Murcia, forcing authorities to declare a state of emergency in multiple municipalities. And while the worst is expected to subside by Thursday, the rain will offer no respite. A new storm threatens to extend the crisis into the weekend. Panic has gripped many towns as the relentless rainfall continues. The State Meteorological Agency, EMET, has issued an orange alert for 3 autonomous communities, a clear sign that the danger is both real and imminent. Meanwhile, other regions, including Andalusia, Aragon, the Balearic Islands, and Navarre, have also been affected, with yellow warnings for rain, wind, and hazardous sea conditions. Uncertainty looms, and citizens look to the sky with fear, wondering how much more their streets, homes, and lives can endure before everything collapses. In Murcia, the disaster has hit hardest in the Guadalén Valley and the Campo de Cartagena, where the skies unleashed a brutal 30 millimeters of rain in just 1 hour. Initially, EMET had classified the situation with an orange warning, but as the storm evolved and showed signs of easing, it was downgraded to yellow. Nevertheless, the threat remains, and authorities have decided to stay on high alert. Aguilas, a picturesque coastal city in the Murcia region, has been one of the most severely affected areas. Within minutes, a violent storm erupted over its streets, transforming them into torrents of water and hail. The initial forecast predicted moderate rain, but nature had other plans. In just half an hour, 70 liters of water per square meter poured down, leaving behind a devastated landscape and plunging the city into complete chaos. Given the scale of the disaster, the Aguilas City Council activated the Number Plan in an emergency phase. This civil protection protocol is used only when there is a serious risk to the population and property, and in this case, its activation was quickly justified. The president of the region of Murcia, Fernando López Miris, attempted to convey a message of calm and confidence in the emergency response teams, but fear among the population was already palpable. The Emergency Coordination Center was soon overwhelmed with desperate calls. A total of 65 incidents were recorded in Aguilas within just a few hours. One of the most dramatic cases was the rescue of 9 people trapped in their vehicles when they became stranded on the RMD18 road near Clariona. The relentless, fierce current turned the asphalt into a deadly trap. Fortunately, rescue teams arrived in time, managing to evacuate everyone without injuries. However, the nightmare was far from over. Aguilas Mayor Maria del Carmen Moreno described the situation as absolute chaos, as the relentless rain not only flooded homes and businesses, but also caused infrastructure collapses. Part of the roof of the Aguilas Sur Health Center caved in under the weight of the water, and a supermarket was partially destroyed. The devastation was visible in every corner of the city. Schools were not spared from the storm's wrath.
Una locura, colega, tío. Madre, tío. Madre mía, tío.
As water levels rose rapidly, students were evacuated to the upper floors of their buildings as a precaution. The scene was surreal. Frightened children, teachers organizing the evacuation quickly, and anxious parents left with no choice but to wait for news. Meanwhile, in underground parking garages across the city, water continued to accumulate, submerging vehicles and creating even more chaos. The situation was so severe that help was requested from neighboring municipalities, including Lorca, whose mayor, Fulgencio Gil, did not hesitate to offer immediate support. Solidarity between affected cities became a beacon of hope amid the storm, as emergency teams worked tirelessly to mitigate the disaster's effects. Even though the alert level has been downgraded from orange to yellow in some areas, the region of Murcia remains on edge.
Mira cómo está la calle de la Victoria, cielo.
Authorities have urged residents to stay indoors unless absolutely necessary and to stay alert for official updates.
¿Esto es normal?
They have specifically warned about the dangers of low-lying areas and underground garages, where the risk of flooding remains high. Emergency teams continue working non-stop, responding to every call for help. The coordination between police, firefighters, and civil protection has been crucial in preventing an even greater catastrophe. However, the crisis is far from over. EMET warns that the storm could persist, leaving the door open for further devastating rainfall in the coming days. The fury of the water has left an indelible mark on Murcia, especially in Aguilas, where the material damage is still being assessed. Collapsed roofs, unusable vehicles, streets turned into lagoons. But what worries authorities the most is the region's vulnerability to future extreme rainfall events. The rapid response from emergency teams has been crucial, but the lingering question remains: what will happen next time? This storm has been a brutal lesson on the need to be prepared for extreme weather events.